Hi guys, this is Raquel with Paintsandglitter.com. I am coming to you with a project share. As many of you have also been like myself and taken advantage of the dyes and the prices of dyes from AliExpress, I challenged myself to make a project strictly with dyes from those purchases since I've been collecting them and using them and enjoying them. So I just wanted to come to you with this project share and what I made, which is this mini album for a baby boy. And we don't know the name of the baby yet, but what I did was that I used stamps that I have, paper collections that I've been keeping on to for far too long, and different little items. So I will walk you through it. This is of course the front cover, and it says baby, and I did that in Tim Holtz ink in light color blue, and then the stamps are from Elsie. The banner is actually, I stamped it on white cardstock, and I did use really good quality cardstock for this because I want it to last and, you know, look nice. So the white cardstock is just 80-pound cardstock from I believe I may have used Recollections, I can't remember right now, or it may be a different one, but in any case it's just white cardstock that I stamped a banner onto, and then I cut along the outline of that banner. I also stamped the same banner on a couple of different cardstocks that had the colors that I used throughout. And in any case, I wrote or drew the outline of the letters in glimmer ink there so that it would stand out a little bit. I used an old banner here, or not banner, I'm sorry, it's this little edge here. I forgot what it was called, but it was these very long strips. That's what it would be, like long strips of paper. They were made by Doodlebug Designs, and I had those for quite a while, so I decided to use that there. And then I did use some antique buttons that I had in my stash, that are the real nice pearlescent white ones. And then the die that you see there, the little bicycle, of course, is from AliExpress. And then 3 shapes that have the colors that I use throughout. And then I just used some little bling there and some pearls just to keep it very simple, since it is a masculine album. So anyway, enough of that. First page has pearl paper for the white stars there, and I used a lot of stitch dies throughout. So that there you see the blue and yellow banner. And what I did was that I did back that up with white heavyweight cardstock so that it would have some, you know, so that it wouldn't be too flimsy, I guess. And then they can place a picture behind that if need be, up to a certain extent, of course. And then at the bottom here, I don't know if you can see, but at the bottom there, there's also a stitched die just embossed onto the paper. And the papers, some of them look distressed, but that's just the look of the paper, of course, the design of the paper. Then over here on this page, I repeated this motif throughout, which was this edging die that I used there that also embosses the paper. And then what I did was the base of the album is all in gray Recollections paper that's got a really beautiful texture to it, because I thought that would be a nice color to use as the base with the blues, yellows, and greens. Then I added these little embellishments here, and I don't know if you can see there's a little sock, star, a little diaper, and I just thought that was really cute. It opens like this. And I wanted to also tell you the design of the mini album is by Kathy Orta King. I know her as Kathy Orta from back in the day of the PETA Babes, if any of you know what that is all about, but that was before the Ning website and all that. But anyway, hi Kathy, if you ever see any of my videos, love you. So anyway, I went ahead and used a tiny little die that I have that came in a collection. It's itty bitty, as you can see. It makes this little tag. And what I did was, this paper here has this these little cute little images of sneakers and that sort of thing. I used what I had left and cut those out, backed them up with cardstock, and then made these little tags. And then the ribbon says True Love. So I purposely cut it so that it would say true and then love, like that. This is double matted here. And then a little bit of washi tape just to add a little shine. This page here has a matting that it actually cuts out what you see here, the entire yellow paper cut out, and then this image in the center cuts out. So what you see here is I backed it up with a piece of white paper that I slipped in there so that they know that they can add a little picture behind here and then slip it in. So it's a little bit tight right now, but they'll be able to slip a picture in there. And also there's stitching on that border, which I thought looked really nice. And then I backed that up with another piece of paper that had little stars. So then I just added 3 stars there with the coordinating papers. And then on this side, I kept that very simple motif of stars throughout. So I used the larger ones and then the itty bitty ones that came out of actually the banner here. So I went ahead and took those tiny little stars and placed it on that paper, and then added some gems also. This has little tags. This one just has a little washi tape there, and then the papers with as you can see there, the stitching that I think is really cute, and then a simple double mat with a little tractor on a die cut there. And then every single one of the pages has a photo mat that's about 5 3/4 inch square, and then they all have the little corners that match like so. So I'm not going to take them all out, but if you see there, all that beige is actually a photo mat inside all of the pages. Then this one here, as you can see, is matted with the blues, and then what I did was I placed little square brads there to match the shape of the matting. And then down here I just placed a little airplane brad. It's so cute, I love it. And then this paper here I really liked, so I went ahead and added it, even though it does have pink, but it's going to be covered with a picture, so I'm not worried about that. What I did was that I placed another banner here, but then to mirror the image of what's going on in the paper, I created this little banner background. And what I did was I used my Martha Stewart pinking shears to make that, and then it matches the paper. And then I just added these little I don't know, embellishments, and it says sweet boy, it says baby, and it's got the same colors there. And that was to break up also since the stripes are just green and blue and that sort of thing, I wanted to add a little more color there, so that was a good opportunity for that. And then this one here opens as a gatefold, and it does have little magnets to hold it shut, so it'll open like that. And it has, again, just very simple matting, and I really like this die, the way that it cuts out kind of those little windows there. I think it's very, very sweet. So that's that, and it's got the little, also those little embellishments there that are very soft. This page here, I just kept it very simple with a white mat, and then what I did was I added polka dot ribbon and then another one of those little strips, and then an antique button that I had, and it reminded me of a sail. I just think it's really beautiful, so I kept that as such. This one here is actually a double page, if you can tell there, and I just added little buttons that are star-shaped buttons. And inside of here are some larger, I guess journaling cards you would call them, and I kept them plain on the back side in case she wanted to either write or add a picture. And then in the front, as you see, that's embellished there. And what I did was I used certain dies that I liked, and then I cut them in half. So this would be one shape. Cut that in half and use it on two separate papers. The same with the smaller one, as you can tell there, would have been one shape cut in half, used in two different papers there. And then this is just one shape. So and I kept that really simple because this page here has a gatefold little, opening here. And what I did here was I dry embossed that. I added a little puffy airplane and cloud, and then I added a little paper tassel to the twine. The little brads also match with the little star and the polka dots. And then the dry embossing back here on this piece of paper is like chicken wire, whereas this one's more like wood. It opens like such. And then the last page here I kept quite simple also, with a little label that says Simple Delights in white. I added the little ribbon and then stapled it with a mini stapler, and then I made this little insert here with the matching papers, and kept that very simple also, as you can tell. And what I did here was I added a belly band with 2 tags that she can use however she like. If she would like other people to also add little sentiments in the book, then she can do that. Those come out as well as templates for the pictures that she can put in the book. I like to add templates just in case there's a rare shape, so the person can just trace that onto pictures if need be. Then back here on the last page, I just cut out a star. I added little gems to it and then used that to hold some extra tags that I cut out with the paper that I used throughout. Added a little matching twine to that one. And then this one is just a plain photo mat, just held on with the washi tape that matches the collection with a little bit of gold there. So I will add my information to the back. And like I said, this was all done with dies from AliExpress, a little bit of stamping. I may or may not add a little more to it just because the spine could probably use a little something. I'm not quite sure yet, but I had a lot of fun making it. It was super simple. Again, get your, if you've never made a mini album and you're new to it, I highly recommend Kathy Orta King's templates. They're quite inexpensive and super easy to use. She's a wonderful, phenomenal teacher of how to make mini books if you've never made one. And yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed this project. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new to my videos. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll be more than happy to answer them. And I hope that you have been inspired and that you can be blessed. Have a wonderful day. Bye.